5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At it again, man. The BIKEDOPE conversations. This is awesome. For many of you who know me, I often make reference to my dad. A lot of times. One of the craziest motherfuckers I know, one of the most honest people I know. And I get a lot of my good from him. I always say the guy who's not my dad is my dad.
And he is my son.
And that's my dad, man.
And he is my son, in whom I am well pleased.
So, I take great honor, and it's a privilege, man. I appreciate you sitting down with me, Pop. I'm about to talk some shit, man.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah, but it's real, though.
I just said that's what we do, excuse me.
So, we are in, where we at?
At the 17255 Arlington.
What state?
We in the Big D, Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. Because you know motherfuckers hear this shit. Now, you can say anything you want to say.
Yeah.
But you got to be who you got to be. And I don't think that's going to be too hard for you.
Not today. Not today, son. This is long overdue for you people out there.
You can speak
listening.
However you want to do it, man.
For all of you people that are out there listening, this comes from an old man who was a young man when John was a baby, and we used to play in the bed and play da-da-da and making so much noise that his mama come in there and tell us to stop making so much noise.
That's funny.
But we didn't give a damn because we had each other and we was just having fun. And we was a father learning to play with his son. Period.
Where you from, Pop?
Detroit, Michigan.
Where you from, though?
Kansas, by way of Detroit.
So how you end up in Detroit again? I know, but
I was born in Detroit, but the family that I know of is my mother and her people. She was a female child of 9 sisters, 8 other sisters, and 2 brothers. One died at birth, but they all come from a place called Bogue, Kansas, Bouge. That's in the northwest part of Kansas, the state where there was nothing but dirt farmers. And my mother migrated here after she got out of high school, running from something that she just didn't really understand, that she was in one of the most illustrious and blessed places that there was, to come here to this city, Detroit, where I was born out of wedlock, a straight trick baby. Father, my dad was a pretty boy, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
He was catching hell back in the 50s. He was born and raised in York, Alabama, but he migrated to Toledo, Ohio, where he married and had a wife and 2 brothers. He had a wife. She had 3 kids for him. I have 2 brothers, 2 older brothers, and an older sister.
How old are you now?
63.
63 years.
Next month, 63. April 18th.
Damn, so you know Danielle's April 19th.
19th, yeah.
Okay.
That's Danielle.
Yeah.
Yeah. April 19th. I was born April 18th, 1955. I have 2 brothers on my mother's side and a sister, and 2 brothers and a sister on my dad's side. I'm the middle child of my mother's children, and I'm the baby of my dad's children.
You know, I always respected about you, Pop. I always respected the fact, because, okay, let's start here then, right? So,
yes,
because there was a point in time where I didn't know, because all the listeners, right? I want everybody to think we had this fucking illustrious relationship from 5 until. But the truth is, I didn't see you until I got out the military. So let's call it 27, 28.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever
I went away, I went to penitentiary. I went to the penitentiary in 87.
And you got out in
92, October October 25th, 1992. October 24th, 1992, I got out.
What you do?
B&E. I went in there with the attempt murder because I shot Johnny, Johnny Coney Island.
Okay.
I shot his first cousin, George.
Okay.
But they proved that he shot up my place, and then I shot him. But that's when I just shot him once. I shot him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't go to jail. I went to jail for that, but they didn't charge me with that because they proved that he was the slut, if you will.
Okay.
I went to jail for B&E. That's what they convicted me of. 3 felonies in an hour. I was on a rampage. I was out my goddamn mind. Okay. But I was having fun, John.
Uh-huh.
I had fun.
You weren't in your right mind, though.
Huh?
You want some shit, right?
I was using cocaine. Snorting cocaine at that time. No, I started out snorting. And then I started smoking cocaine. But this was when cocaine was real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I started smoking cocaine, but I only you got a chance to use for a year. About a year and a half.
And had you fucked up like that, though?
Yeah. No, yeah. But, yes. And I was fucked up because I was a working
motherfucker,
addict.
Yeah.
Working addict.
Yeah.
I raised the kids. I raised all y'all.
Right.
Basically, because that's all I did. So when I got a chance to, when I started snorting that coke, I went basically nuts. But it was fun. I thought I was having fun. But
if you were making all this fucking money and working like that, why the fuck are you breaking into places though?
It was fun. I told you.
So you on some thrill type shit?
Yeah. Shit. I was free. I didn't have to work like I was because shit. I used to work Monday through Monday. And holidays especially, because I don't believe in no fucking pagan ass holidays. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all this shit is hype, it's bullshit. So when like I said, in that time, and I was still nuts, if you will, because I was having fun. Mm-hmm. Snorting and fucking and fighting, and having shit.
Just living.
Yeah. Plus I was robbing the rich and giving it to the poor. Plus I made myself psyched myself out to believe that it was right to a certain degree, because I steal from the suburbs and bring it back to the city. Because all of my felonies come from Genesee County, Washtenaw County, Oakland County, and Macomb County. Nothing in Wayne County.
You can back up if you want. Speak a little louder so you got to sit. You look kind of uncomfortable.
No, I'm comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask. Tell the people about that story about the judge.
Who?
I don't know the judge.
His name was Chief. No. That was Chief George. Chief Judge George Dinowith. Okay. Was the head judge of Macomb County.
Okay.
Dinowith, Hackle, and Raymond Gonzalez. Raymond Gonzalez was the bailiff. A bondsman out there. Okay. He had two other generations of kids because they still out there.
Okay.
William Hackle Bill Hackle is this Hackle's son.
Okay.
Dad.
Okay.
It was generation, because it was all this shit was kangaroo shit.
Yeah.
It's all made up, son.
Yeah.
Justice is for those who just have just enough money to pay for it. Now, going back to what you said about Judge Bruff told me to my face, he gave me 6 years, 8 months to 10 years for B&E. And he told me, and I said, this is my first time going to jail.
Okay, because you wasn't no rockhead like that. This your first time getting caught, or you were always a wild boy back in the day too?
Yeah, but I was wild back in the day.
But not to this degree. No,
I never used drugs. Fuck, I was perfectly healthy.
Okay.
Perfectly sane. Even when I went in, started doing my bit anyway. Because I did 2 years. The first 2 years of my sentence, I did in Hackle Hotel, which is Macomb County, in the towers. I did 2 years there fighting the 4th degree habitual.
Okay.
4th degree habitual means fighting a life bit.
Yeah.
I got it down to 3rd degree habitual, which they gave me 6 years, 8 months to 10 years with 6 months time served. So that means I had to go in and do 6.5 years, calendar years, and then 2 years on parole. So the truth is, I really did 8 years.
So what the judge say? Tell me what the
judge told me. So my sentencing judge was Judge Bruff.
Okay.
Of Macomb County. Yeah, Judge Bruff. So he told me. So I told him, he said, "Well, we're gonna sentence you to 6 years, 8 months to 10 years." And he said something 50 months, 40, 60 months, and this
60 months, okay.
60 months to 40 months or some shit like that.
Okay.
And I said, I'm sitting there trying to, calculate this shit because I ain't that bright, if you will, not with those kind of numbers.
Okay.
So I told him, I said, Judge, he says, son, do you have anything that you'd like to say, son? Yeah, I do. Shit, I want to know. Shit, I can't do this much time. He said, what? I said, no, not what. How I can't do this much time?
Okay.
Shit, I've been in the fucking, what's the name, for 2 years. He said, well, you fighting the habitual. He said, listen. He told the stenographer and the bailiff, said, Mr. Stenographer, you hold up a minute. He said, bailiff, bring him up here. Bring him close to me. So he said, come up here. I went up there and I said, yes, sir. He said, listen.
You better get a break tonight.
Yeah. That's what he told me, lying bitch. Look, I got up there to him. He said, listen, you say you can't do this much? I said, no, sir. No, I can't. He said, you sure? I said, yes, sir, I really know. I said, I've been in the what's-the-name jail, the other jail for almost 2 years. I'm ready to go. I'm really, that should be enough.
Yeah.
He said, listen, what I want you to do. And he said, bailiff, you lean forward. I said, listen, you see him? He said, yes. He said, sir, listen, you go in there and you do as much time as you can. And then you tell this bailiff, tell this man, after you do as much as you can, you come back, you tell him to bring you back before me, and I'm going to see, we'll correct we'll get this all straightened out. I said, you do that, Your Honor? He said, yes, sir. In fact, now, Billy, get him out of here. We go out in the elevator,
So
right?
you straight.
I think so, anyway.
Yeah.
I go out to the elevator. We going, court is open. Court and stuff is all over with. So I go out into the elevator to go back down to the bullpen. And so I tell the bailiff, he says, because the bailiff like me, hell, they know me. I've been in there 2 years.
Yeah.
The bailiff say, he did right by me. I said, he did? He said, yeah. He said, you ain't got to do but, 5 more years. Well, 6 more years. I said,
That was
6 more years? I can't do that much time. He said, well, you heard what he told you, didn't you? I said, yeah. He said, well, you can get to come back. I said, okay. So we calculating up the time. He said, yeah. Oh, shit, you ain't got it bad at all. All you got to do is 5 more years. And the way he said it to me, I kind of like, he can't count, so I'll wait till we get back. I'll wait till we get back down to the bullpen. And everybody in the bullpen, I got back downstairs and they, what up, Nevels? What up, baby? You hit? Woo, woo, woo. I say, yeah, dog, I'm straight. I'm short enough to sit on the dime and swing both legs. Everybody looks. Nigga, you ain't been to the penitentiary yet. I said, I know, but he said he said the judge told. I said the judge told me. He said all you got to do is come back up here and see me. So I'm gonna straighten all this out again for you. He said you do much as you can. Everybody in the moving bullpen laughing like a mother. You dumbass motherfucker. Yeah. How the hell that bailiff gonna bring you all the way back from Jackson down here to go before him? This, that, the other. By the time you get in there and get turned around, you gonna do every bit of that because you doing what's called the habitual offender amendment. You have to. There's no disciplinary credits with that. So you got to do day for day, dime for dime, dollar for dollar. Shit, needless to say, October 25th, 1992, I was released, And I was released, from the Michigan Department of Corrections. And
so when you in the box like that, did that change you?
Shit, that was 32 years ago, baby. You tell me.
Was that the best thing for you?
The best thing that ever happened to me.
The box. Why? How the fuck that was?
It taught me to sit down and stay out of folks' business and mind my own business, and get me some business.
And tell me that story when you were in the shower. I never heard that before until you just told me earlier.
Well, I was green, and we was in the 11 block.
And I'm not trying to bring back old memories and shit.
I don't give a damn what
it's just what it is, Pop.
It is what it is.
It's just life, man.
This is LIFE in its purest form, because no son of a bitch yet has the balls to ask me these needed to know questions. And every black human being, white as well, Chinese as well, because we don't see many Chinese in the penitentiary.
Right.
But every human being needs to know that they have the right to make choices.
Right.
And once you make a choice, stand by your convictions and see it through. Because I learned so much about life in the penitentiary. And I thank God that I was able to go and come home from it. It made a better person out of me because I ain't been in trouble in almost 35
That's
years.
because you didn't want to go back.
Huh?
That's because you didn't want to go back, I assume,
But
right?
the truth is, I wish, there's been times that I wish I could go back. Because when I was there, it was structured. It was a structured entity. It was a structured way of life. It was definite. It was sure. It was straight. Because you, as in me, me, I had the opportunity to make it straight or crooked. I was offered $500. I was a porter in Coldwater, Lakeland Correctional Facility in 90. And I had to run. I still got my prison ID. I could swipe my card and go through the gates. I was offered $500 cash to bring some heroin in because I was the administrative porter. I was the front house, what they call the front house nigga. I was the front house porter nigga. I got to go and come in and out the gates because I had a 24-hour detail. I was right up there with the regular people, you know, regular staffed, if you will. And I was allowed to go back and forth like that. I was allowed to run off. But I told the warden Redmond at that time, old stomp down, redneck, hillbilly, nigga hating son of a bitch, was my best friend. My best friend. He said, by God, Neville, I'll tell you what. If I give you this job up here, you gonna run off? I said, listen, let me tell you something, bitch. You know, I said, you can't shoot me. You can't shoot at me and make me run off away from this place. First and foremost, I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. I was 14 miles from the Indiana border in Coldwater.
I got you.
But I didn't know north, south, from east, from west. I'd never been out of Detroit, out of the infrastructure of going from Detroit to Kansas through Homecoming and other places. You know, I've never been out of Detroit, especially no surrounding
cities like that.
Like Coldwater. I never heard of it before. I know it was off 94. That's all I did know. Shit, I know 94 ran east and west, but I didn't know. And he said, by God, he said, you the damnedest son of a bitch I've ever met, Nevels. I said, well, he said, what are you doing here? I said, I fucked up. I said, I started fucking with something I didn't know nothing about. And that was snorting cocaine because I was 155 with goddamn this, you know? Now getting back to that shower incident. This was in Coldwater. No, this was in 11 block inside of Jackson at Quarantine. When you go to penitentiary in Michigan, you go to Jackson because that's the hub. And you go there for 30 to 60 days for what's called quarantine in a classification entity. You go there, you stay locked down for 23 hours a day. You come out once for a shower and then 3 times for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But in the interim of that day, you go through a classification system, if you will, where they are going to classify you as being high risk, medium risk, low risk, camp material, and blue hole card. Blue hole card is snitching and faggots. You know, if they know you're a faggot and a snitch, they put you in what's called blue hole card. Blue hole card, which is segregation. I went to level 2 because of my crime wasn't violent, but it was B&E, you know. So they put me in level 2, which they sent me straight from Jackson to Adrian. And at that time, Adrian had a level 3, and it was building. Well, they was building the level 3, but they had a camp. And I went to Adrian there. I left Adrian after being 6 or 7 months there in Adrian, 8, 9 months in Adrian. I left there and went straight to level 2, which was Lakeland Correctional Facility, which was cold water. I went there, and that's where I stayed there for, I think it was 3.5 years.
What about the show, Pop?
Huh? Oh, that's Jackson.
Okay.
11 block in Jackson, because there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks.
Okay.
Which is buildings that have 4 tiers. Each tier is a floor. So it's one floor, first gallery, second gallery, third gallery, and fourth gallery. I went to 11 block and was in, and when you get to come out for shower, to shower every day, you get to go out with the whole tier. The whole tier, well, one side of the tier comes out. Then the other side tier, you got X amount of minutes to go in there and shower. We was in there in the shower, right? So I'm green as the felt is on a pool table, like I told you. And this one cat, you know, I don't know the butt fucking thing. Like, I'm green, I don't know. Yeah. But I have an idea. Yeah. You know, and this one guy, you know, I'm in there showering and shit. You don't shower face in the shower, you shower with your dick out. You know, and your ass against the wall pretty much up under the shower. So you let the shower come down this way. Right. I'm the other way. And I'm showering up, and boy, my man run past, you know, walk past me, and he let his arm brush across my ass. Well, I thought he's gonna fuck me. Yeah. That's not gonna happen, because I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Right. I'm gonna kill you right now. We're gonna stop this long before this gets started. So, dick and nuts, balls and everything. I run, grab this motherfucker, and jump, because he's bigger than me. Yeah. I was 150 pounds, you know. But I just cut, you know. I not cut that well, not as big as he was, but I know what that momentum was. I got to run, start, grabbed him in top of the head and rolled him down to the floor. When we got to the floor, well, we run to the wall, and I kept running his head, grabbed his ears, and grabbed his ears and run him right into the wall. And then we slid it down. Then I was just beating his head on the ground, but he couldn't do nothing because we both naked, but dick and nuts in there and shit. But I'm trying to kill this bitch. Right. I think it was 47 days in the hole. What's called top 6, which is a 4x8 cell with 2 doors to it. You know, nothing else. No walls. No windows. No doors, no nothing. It's all solid cement. Nothing. Okay. But a push button shitter, shits toilet, and a slab, and a thin little mattress, like kids' mattresses, on it. That's it. And they slide your food, because it's 24-hour lockdown.
So what the fuck what was your head after 24 hours? 23 hours. You said 24 or 23 hour lockdown?
23-hour lockdown. The only time you get to come out on top 6, because it's called the hole. The only time you get to come out of top 6 is to go to the shower, and then you go by yourself. So you don't get to talk to nobody. This, that, the other. You get one guard. He takes you to the shower. You take your shower. You go get back in the fucking hole behind 2 doors. And it's nothing.
So what's the motherfucker thinking about for that long, for so many hours by yourself? Where's your head at? How you gonna lose your
How to commit suicide. How to kill yourself. You know, but you can't. Ain't nothing you can kill yourself with. You can't hang yourself, because ain't nothing to wrap the sheet to. But you think about shit like that. You holler, you scream, you know, all kinds of shit. You go crazy unless you covered by God. You know, unless you gotta have somebody praying for you. You know, my mama. You know.
So when you end up getting, I remember you told me a story one time about the big fella, and you walked past this. You said you were rapping with
and he's getting this big. Shit. Some bitch had to be not 300 pounds. Cut like a bull. He cut like a bodybuilder, a weightlifter. Okay. His guns. They so big. He can't
scratch his back or whatever.
Oh no, that's out the question. Okay. He just can't reach.
Was a punk like that though?
This guy got more fag in him. He threatened to kill this one white boy if this white boy didn't fuck him in his ass. And the white boy was scared to death. A little bitty white boy. We was in H unit. Okay. It was July. Never forget it. Me and Fontaine. This was a boy from what's called another little town called 3 Rivers. We in there. at the desk at the deputy at the guard's desk, which is open floor, because it's medium custody. So the gal, she's standing green tag. See, green tag is the brand new ones, guards.
So y'all about to fuck her around. Y'all about to talk shit to her.
We on her because we both trying to fuck the shit out of her.
Right.
And peel her cap back, which is
get inside her head.
Yeah, get inside. Yes.
Right.
And we hammering at her. She getting it from both ends. Pretty soon we standing there. It's July.
Mm-hmm.
We standing there. We talking. Pretty soon. What is that? I look at you and you look at me. I like, motherfucker, it ain't me.
Right.
Well, it ain't me. So
right.
the deputy, she sure enough don't know what it is, but she smelling this shit.
Yeah.
So we looking around and we starting to shoot the breeze with each other about it. Said, nigga, what is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. You go down that way. I went down. He went down one end of the dorm, and I went down the other. I'm walking past as I'm going to the back door to the yard. I walk past him. You catch. What the fuck? Go ahead on, Nevels, with that bullshit. Go ahead, I said. You don't see nothing. I'm like, yeah, well, fuck it, man. Fuck it. I may not see nothing, but I smell something. Fuck you, Neville.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck it then. I'm out. But he got this little white boy, and this